Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Broken Sword 3. So, I had to look up a walkthrough and sometimes you just need the game to tell you you didn't try hard enough. You just throw the hamburger and then you creep with the creep button up to the top left and then across the wall at the top to this point, and then you just creep this way. And the second I knew that's what I was supposed to do, the game stopped being difficult for me to do that puzzle. So, like, I don't, I don't really have an excuse for that one. Really, I was just not playing well.
Hey, what kept you?
Oh, just chatting to Boris about old girlfriends.
See the helicopter?
Yep. Cesaro's favorite airline.
George.
We've
we
never
need to
seen him
find a
use a
remote.
helicopter.
That's how the gates work, I think.
Well, you think the remote's going to be in the helicopter? Because you think the helicopter goes through the gate instead of the air? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Let's look at Nicole.
I was glad Nico was with me.
Nico. Always shortening her name. That's probably a big part of why they never get a relationship off the ground. Is he doesn't even bother to know her name correctly. There's, I guess we're sneaking behind cars here because I think there is a guard somewhere around here, but I'm not exactly sure where. Nor look at these cars. The wheels are kind of round, but not perfectly round. It's all just this thing. What's this?
I couldn't hear anything.
It's just a door in the middle of everything.
This wasn't the way in.
Seriously? Game, you're gonna put a door in the middle of the wall. So a small button to press. Let's do here.
The area behind the gate looked like a small store area. Some kind of handle had been wedged into the door at the back. There was no sign of a lock, but somehow it was fastened tight.
So I can't open it?
There was no way I was going to get through this door without help.
So then we should see, do we still have that aluminum rod? No, we have the stone cylinder that we have no use for.
The button opened the gate, but it closed again when I let go.
So use the string on it?
No way was I doing that.
Use the coin in it?
Not this time.
And it's not something like use the ID card to force it into place. Alright. And so we're creeping around, and each of these cars would be a good opportunity to open a door, get a toolbox, find some kind of tool, figure out an item that might work. Let's see. Seems like I could. We have this logo on the side of this plane. Yeah, the dialogue doesn't make any sense. We've never even seen him in a helicopter. So the idea that we would just assume that's his favorite way of traveling. Let's take it.
It was a small device with a button. Maybe just the thing I was looking for.
And then look at the car.
Looks like somebody had started to repair the Jeep and got bored.
can we take
The
the
car
lift?
jack was one of the heavy-duty types. The release handle was missing.
So do we have any kind of rod or something? Nope. See, this feels like they just had somebody that was in charge of making car models,
The car looked pretty sleek.
and because
They
of
must have
that,
known I was coming. All locked.
like somebody was in charge of making cars and vehicles for this game in 3D modeling, and because of that, they all ended up in this
The
parking
doors
lot.
were heavy and solid looking. I tried the doors, but they were locked.
I don't think I'd appreciate living in a house or a castle this big.
They must have known I was
Just
coming.
windows
All
and
locked.
doors everywhere.
The car looked pretty sleek.
I'd probably develop a complex and just walk around the
They must have known I was coming. All locked.
walk around the entire castle, making sure all the doors are locked. Or maybe that's why there's so many guards. We, like, and I can't even do anything. All these crates are sideways, so there's nothing there. And what's this way? A crate we can't move, with some more crates we can't move, with some more crates we can't move. Just a double area for loading, or to make it painfully obvious that this is not part of the rest of the puzzle. Or maybe it is. Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Yet another section of the game just empty of anything. And then we didn't try the tinfoil, did we?
That wasn't the right approach.
So I'm not even skulking around, sneaking around. I should use words I can actually be certain of how I know how to pronounce. Remote device. Use.
Shazam!
Wonderful, George.
Uh-oh. Here come the guards.
Let's hide.
So we kind of just need to follow the shadows on the ground and we're probably fine. It's not like Nicole back there is crouching down very much. And even George doesn't really crouch down that much. This is him standing up and walking. This is him crouching and sneaking. This is him running. Let's see. Now that we have Nicole back.
Hey, Nico, will you press that button?
What is it with you and buttons, George?
Just keep your finger on it until I get out again, okay?
So now we grab this.
I thought I'd take the handle. I was improvising every step of the way.
And we can't do anything with the door.
I needed all the luck I could get.
What did he just pick up? Piece of coal. Like that's supposed to be lucky? Feel like we're picking up stuff that we're not going to use at all. Alright. Carjack handle to release this.
The Jeep descended to the ground.
And now what? Open, I guess, the back of the Jeep.
The Jeep still wouldn't budge. I let the handbrake off.
Am I supposed to push this forward?
Oops. There goes my no claims bonus.
Seriously, that's all that was about, was getting up there? I didn't even know that's what we were trying to do. And the game is either waiting for Nicole or it's locked up. It's waiting for Nicole. They should have just called her Nico. But they actually said she introduces herself as Nicole.
After you, Nico.
This is definitely not a case of ladies first.
Oh, you want me to test it out?
Well, obviously.
It looks like George might be wearing a different shirt than before. Like a jacket.
Nico, watch out below!
Yeah, he is wearing a jacket over his usual black shirt. Hot sound.
Only just made it. You were right.
Of course! I'm not stupid!
You're gonna have to find another way in if you can.
Okay, George.
It's not animated very well. It's not colored right. Alright.
I thought the bracket might come in handy.
And just like that, we've now been switched into playing as Nico. And so we've been doing a decent amount of sneaking and puzzling. And I imagine what's going to happen is she's just going to sneak somewhere else. Unless she gets an idea or finds something else out. Like,
There was no reason to try that.
like, it's kind of odd that car is parked right against the door, isn't it? Have I gone the wrong direction? Should I stay where I was? There is a thing, if we had specifically failed sneaking into this complex at the very beginning, then we would have on the fourth try, Nico would have just kissed the guard and let you sneak in that way. Let's see.
Not right now.
And it would be completely ridiculous if the goal was to sneak all through everything we've done up to this point. Do we have a thing we can interact with? Hmm. There's nothing up here to interact with at all. Interesting. See, as soon as you hit go down, then it gives you the option to go back up. There's nothing I can do with this, and nothing I can do with this.
The doors were locked. There was no reason to try that. I didn't want to do that.
You don't want to look at the car?
Not right now. Not right now.
So we've got this drain pipe bracket. And he will just shoot her.
I thought the bracket might come in handy.
Maybe I'm supposed to just combine it with something else. Do I have something else that would work?
It was the bracket from the drain pipe.
I'm looking everywhere. We've started to hit the moon logic, which is a phrase I'm adapting, I guess, from Total Biscuit and Friends. As far as point and click adventures, it's just we've really hit something here that doesn't make any sense. I'm getting no guidance. And those guards aren't going to be convinced to turn a blind eye. And we're all in this section, and I can't even see anything. And there's nothing you can do to the helicopter.
It was shut tight.
What if we use the drain pipe
There was no
bracket
reason to
with
try
it?
that.
What if we use
I
that?
thought about it, but decided against it.
What if we just looked at the thing? Found a picture of the castle located near Prague. Pretty distinctive. So that's our bit of information there. And none of the buttons work on that door. And none of these cars, these trucks, do anything. Can't do anything here.
What is it, boy? Quiet!
And
Will you shut up?
I thought
Quiet!
the bracket might come in handy.
Is that really what I'm supposed to do? Is get the dog barking and then what? Sneak all the way back? Let's see.
I had no reason to do that.
And this doesn't combine with anything.
No way was I doing that.
No way were you looking at the car.
That wasn't a good idea.
Well, I can climb on this car.
Through the glass, I could just make out a small storeroom. There was a small gap in the window, but it wouldn't open.
So this is just something I've missed
Small
up to this
window was
point.
slightly open.
So I needed this to open the window to climb through.
It was awkward, but I managed to get the bracket into the gap and force the window open.
As
Here
weird.
goes.
So very, very possible that you would get stuck there and need to walk through. And I've already been stuck once with the dog and the confusion there.
It was just an old barrel. I wasn't going to drink anything out of there.
So
I turned the faucet, but nothing happened. The barrel was empty.
we have an empty barrel.
The faucet was too stiff to move. I couldn't budge it.
Well, if only you had some grease paint.
I had no reason to do that.
You can't use the lipstick as like grease paint. Try the drain pipe on
Not
it.
this time.
Right. We have a suit of armor,
A dented and rusted suit of armor.
which we saw
There
in
was no way I
Broken
could
Sword
walk
2.
around in that. The armor was old and rusty. I didn't want to touch it in case it made a noise.
And we have a light switch.
The door may have been too thick, but I couldn't hear anything.
And you just walk out of the room, I guess. So I did say earlier that
So, this Petra, they say she's a bit of a one.
Oh, yes. Takes pleasure in killing. Regards it as an art form.
Nasty.
One poor guy she tortured took him a week to die.
How'd she do that then?
They called it the doner kebab.
Oh, you don't mean...
That's right. Everything just the same. Apart from the salad, of course.
And the pita bread?
Obviously.
What'd she look like then?
Short blonde hair. That's all I know. I never got closer.
Don't blame you, she might get ideas.
Too right.
Chicken nuggets, for example.
Hot dog and beans.
what are they talking
Ouch.
about?
If they saw me, I was done for. I had to find a way to walk around without attracting attention. But for now, I had to play the quiet mouse.
Like, I have no idea who wrote that dialogue, but that was pretty awful. Like, just crazy. So yeah, I said that they didn't bother to do the interior, and I guess I was wrong about that. It felt like that might be the case, though, is that we may very well have just snuck around the outside of this place and then eventually seen a cutscene and maybe even been at the end of the
I couldn't
game.
hear anything moving on the other side of the door. Just another locked door.
So, candles everywhere. If I could bleach my hair blonde, I think I could convince most people that I'm Petra.
A chef was cutting vegetables at a chopping board. He was struggling and didn't look too happy.
And see, that's weird, is that we now very well, we either are going to be able to talk to this guy and he's not going to question it at all, or he's going to chop our face off.
The vegetables had been badly sliced. What was this guy using? A hammer and chisel? Presentation was obviously not his strong point.
So, let's see if we can take the vegetables.
Hey! Get your thieving hands off my carrots!
Those are
So,
carrots?
They just looked so tasty.
The last person who tried that lost a finger. If you want to keep painting your nails, I suggest you keep your mitts off.
Okay, what's the point of that, too? That voice type.
Hey, you! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I needed to clean the toilets.
Not with my bleach, you don't. Go and get your own bottle. I'm sick of people nicking my stuff.
Okay. Sorry.
So we need this bleach bottle to bleach our hair, to make it blonde, which I'm not sure if that's exactly what you do, is use
It was
just
a
regular
large
bleach.
glass-fronted freezer. Inside, I could see frozen hams and chickens all stacked up
No,
on the
you-
shelves.
That would
There
be
was enough
very
to feed an
dangerous.
army.
You'd have to
Cesaro's
be careful
army.
if you were going to just use regular bleach in your hair. Get that in your eyes? No, that would be very, very bad. I think there's something else you'd use. But I wouldn't know. And see, that's kind of the guy's perspective of making a puzzle involving a girl, is that so the question is, how can I get to this room?
Dressed like this, the guards would recognize me as an intruder straight away.
So they want me to change my clothing too? Let's go upstairs then. Now it's starting to feel a little bit like Hitman 1, which is a game I tried to play, but literally was so old that on modern PCs it sped up every single action. This game's a little bit younger than that, I suppose, or it's on a better engine, because my running animation isn't like 5 times faster than it should be.
Did you hear something? Not sure. Was it from upstairs?
Sounded like it.
You take the side stairs and I'll go up here. If there's anyone there, we'll have them trapped.
I had to hide or get caught.
So I'm not controlling anything right now.
Did you see anything up the side stairs?
Yet nothing.
Stay alert anyway. This place gives me the creeps.
We can hear them reloading their guns incessantly. Let's open this door.
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
Seriously?
The door may have been too thick, but I couldn't hear anything.
We've got all these pictures of people.
I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
So many doorways. So much sneaking around.
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
See, that looks like that doorway is special, but it didn't open.
I couldn't open the door. It was locked. I couldn't open the door.
Yeah, one more door, I suppose. Good thing that one worked. Good thing that one worked, because if it hadn't, that would have been really, really weird. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.